Welcome everyone. Today we're looking into the topic, what have you realized about each other? So this is about the person on your mind. There's going to be person A and person B. You can, at the beginning of the energy reading, you can figure out which one you are, which one your person is. By the way, I describe each one of you, and then we're going into what you have realized about each other. So today we have three options. Option 1 on the left, scarab, beetle, spirit. Option 2 in the middle, whale spirit. And option 3 on the right hand side, butterfly spirit. Take a deep breath with me. And exhale. Timestamps are in the description box. If you need any time to choose, you can pause the video now. See you at your option. Welcome everyone who chose this scarab, beetle, spirit. This is going to be your reading about what you have realized about each other. So I'm going to take this first card as the energy that's surrounding the connection. The number 52 could be relevant, the number 7. There's definitely something spiritual here. And scarab beetle is generally associated to luck. Now, there's something extraordinary about your connection, okay? That's the first thing that I'm seeing here. And there's potential here, okay? Now, it all depends on what you both individually do about this. Okay. So, there's potential, and it seems like this connection is favored by the universe. Now, as to what you have realized about each other, that could be a different story, but we're going to look into exactly what this is, okay? So let me just grab, I just divided this in groups, so just for the sake of being organized. Oh, I see. Okay, so these ones here and these ones here. Okay, it's the first time I'm doing an A-B kind of, so I just want to make sure I'm organized. Okay, so first we're going to look into person A, okay? You're going to see if this is you or if this is your person. So we have lover. So this is person A as an archetype. Person A is very appreciative of the other person, shows their appreciation. This is someone who shows their appreciation, is passionate and devoted openly toward the other. For some of you, there could be an obsession here with person A. And depending on the cards that we get, this obsession could be, or this devotion could tend to be self-destructive depending on the cards that we're going to see. And depending on what person B picks up on person A and realizes about person A. So we're going to see exactly what the tendencies are, but that is person A. Is mostly heart-driven, okay? Mostly heart-driven. Let's look at person B. We have Messiah. So person B, sorry, just want to make sure this is all well lined up. Person B, serving humanity with humility. Oh, and it says exaggerated belief that you are the only means through which a cause can succeed. Person B is very self-sacrificial and not so much focused on romantic love. It's more like a universal love, but it's also, both these people have self-destructive tendencies, okay? I do see that, or can have if you go too far with the love. When you can't go too far with love, that's not what I mean. But if this energy, the flip side of this love and this kind of love is self-destructive. right? If either one of these people is out of balance, like if this person A takes their devotion, okay, let's just put it that way, not their love, but their devotion and their passion too far, to a point where it's obsessive, that can be self-destructive. And if this person B takes their will to serve others and their humility to a point where they self-sacrifice, to a point where they become miserable because they're not fulfilled, or they're not feeling like they're getting anything back from the universe, they're overdoing it, overgiving, overextending themselves. This person A can also overextend in one way, but person A, I see, is more centered on one person, whereas person B is centered on a group of people, at least 2 or 3 people. And person B will be more, will lose themselves for others. In a sense, it's more unconditionally loving, but they may have this belief that if they don't completely empty themselves of any self-satisfaction, they believe that the whole castle will fall apart, and that's not true. But we're going to see what these 2 people have realized about each other. And person A here is more like focused on person B, I would say, and thinks that their life will fall apart if they don't have person B in their life, if that makes sense. So it seems like person B here is more focused on the collective and has this exaggerated belief at times that they are the only person who this other group of people need, otherwise it will fall apart. So they have this exaggerated sense of responsibility over other people's lives, which leads me to believe that they are enablers, meaning they will do things for others. It's like they will be other people's training wheels on a bicycle instead of being the person riding a bicycle and also enjoying a bicycle ride. They're this constant training wheels. And as they do that, they're also, what they don't realize is that they are not allowing those people around them to strengthen, to fend for themselves, to experience growth, really. But they themselves are very grown, spiritually evolved, very mature, but they don't trust that people around them are that way too, or can be. Okay, so what is person A picking up? What is this person picking up on that person? So what has person A realized about person B? Person A has realized about person B that person B will put their responsibilities, their duties toward others, they will be heavily self-sacrificial toward others, and person A feels like they're not getting the same attention that they give to person B. Person B, while person B appreciates the love and the devotion from person A, person B thinks that this person here so they're different and they're the same. But what have they realized about person A? They've realized that person A can be a little bit obsessive, and that can harm them. And they're worried that that would harm other people or their people or something like that. Person B sees the devotion and the passion and sees person A as a lover and sees them as having this unbridled appreciation for them, and sees person A being very focused on them. And person A is seeing that person B is focused on mostly on other things and then on them. Person A thinks that person B overdoes it. Person A has realized that person B extends way too far for people who could be fending for themselves. And so person A is looking at person B and thinking, what a shame, because person B could be enjoying life more. And person B is here looking at person A, thinking maybe person A is a little bit irresponsible, but at the same time, what they've realized is that person A overextends themselves to them, is hyper-focused on them, and they see that could potentially be self-destructive. And I'm not going to lie, it does bother person B a little bit, okay? Because they feel person B feels and realizes that they're giving a lot less to person A than person A is giving to them, but it's just the way they are, these two people. The focus is just different. What you've realized about each other is that your focuses are different. Person A has realized that for person B, romantic love is not a priority. And person B has realized that for person A, romantic love is a priority. Person B has realized that person A could actually be a really good partner. And person A has realized that maybe person B is not able to be the same kind of partner. Person A realizes that, or wishes that person B would be a little bit more selfish, because then they would be taking care of themselves. Person A wants to take care of person B. That's all person A wants to do, really. It doesn't mean that person A isn't invested in other areas. It just means that because person A is not getting all they're giving to person B, they're focused on the lack, and it makes them nervous, and it makes them anxious. And so it makes them focus even more on person B. I don't think person B has realized this, I don't think the person B realizes that they create this anxiety. Not on purpose. It's not that it's their fault. It's just that their MO creates anxiety in person A. So look what I'm seeing here, actually. Person A has realized that person B is very humble, by the way. And person B has realized that person A is very loving. Person A recognizes that person B is very loving, but not so much focused on romantic love. So they feel left out. Person A feels a little bit left out in the cold here. Even though person B is extending their hand, they're looking at something else. They're not fully focused and engaged. Even if for 5 minutes, they're never fully engaged with person A. Person B notices that person A takes really good care of themselves, how they dress, how they look. And person B finds person A very attractive. Person A looks at person B and feels that they could be taking better care of their looks, but they've realized that person B really doesn't care that much. Person A has realized that person B has a lot of focus in a lot of places, and they think that person B considers too many people that may not consider them in the same way. Now, when there is an exaggerated belief that you are the only means through which a cause can succeed, or you're the only person that can be there for everyone else, there could be a hint here of, we're going to see the cards, but there could be a hint here of maybe trying to seek validation from others, or trying to be the hero in other people's stories. And there could be something psychological behind that. Maybe person B believes that that is the only way that they exist, is through their help to others. And it's valid, it's very valid. But I feel person A has realized that that could create a tendency in person B toward a sense of emptiness at times, and possibly even leading to depression or something missing, that something's missing there. Which is why we're going to see why they keep their hand extended out to person A. Okay, so let's see. Let's look at person A again, Pluto, transformation. So person A could have some important Scorpio placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or Mercury, or some very powerful Pluto in their chart. So person A is going through a big personal transformation at this time. Person A is here morphing into their reinvented self, they are recreating themselves. And they have an immense amount of personal power. And person B realizes that about person A here. Person B sees person A as someone who is very powerful and who is an agent of transformation in their lives. So something about person A has transformed person B, or is transforming person B. But Pluto is also about taboos. So person B may see person A as a taboo in some way, shape, or form. Now that could mean different ages, people being against this because of cultural issues or something else, or different religions, or just something that people wouldn't agree with. But again, Pluto's about obsession, so maybe person B sees person A as obsessive or obsessed with them, hyper-focus on things, and so they become obsessive. And with obsession coming up in 2 cards, person B could be right. Okay? Person A is going through a death and a rebirth cycle, and person B sees person A as someone who is very intense, who feels very intensely. Sees person A realizes someone as someone who is very, very passionate. Okay. Virgo, for person B there. Person B could have strong Virgo in their chart, possibly Pluto in Virgo. The Alchemist. So person B is here focused on their day-to-day life, their work, alchemizing, transmuting negative to positive, keeping the balance. They have rituals, they align with their methods and rituals. They want to be, they strive to be efficient, so they're focused on work. And person A sees that, and it drives them crazy, actually. It drives person A crazy, in a sense, because person A has realized that person B is lacking passion in a way, lacking the fire, the desire, the lust even. And they're focused on their health, But person A also acknowledges that person B is very spiritually elevated and pure of heart, which they really, really appreciate and love about person B. But it's like what I'm seeing here is that person A wants to shake person B up and show person B a fun time, a good time, and wants person B to feel as intensely as they feel. But person B is out here being very mellow, very lukewarm. Person B is not peaking in passion right now. And it's the way they are. It's nothing directly to do with person A. It's just the way they prefer to be is what person A is thinking about person B, is that this is how they prefer life. They've realized, person A has realized that person B is a perfectionist and they like to spend their time alone or a lot of time alone. Okay. Person A, the end of a tough cycle approaches, closing of a cycle, full moon in Capricorn. So person A is coming to the end of a tough cycle in their life, and I wouldn't be surprised with this being Capricorn energy. Person A could have strong Capricorn placements, but I feel for person A, Pluto in Capricorn has affected them greatly in the past 16 years. But they were now closing that tough cycle. And person B has realized that person A has gone through something very tough, but they also see person A glowing through the closing of the cycle. Since person B has met person B has realized that person A has gone through an immense process of transformation and a glow up. And they may realize that their obsessive patterns or the way they love unbridled and the way they value person B could be very connected to the fact that they've gone through something tough that has led them to appreciate person B because they haven't had people like person B in their life. Okay. Now, person B, it says your commitment is being tested. Person B seems to be very committed to their daily life, their work, their rituals, their habits, their loneliness even. Their service toward others, whether it's exaggerated or not. And so their commitment to these things is being tested right now. It's having them question their commitments. They're questioning their commitments. And they're going through a trial where they're seeing, or the energy is moving, especially now that Pluto has moved into Aquarius, where a lot of their habits and their commitments are now under the microscope and being shaken up a little bit. And it could be due to the person A could have an influence, again, could be an agent of shaking up to see which commitments stick and which ones go. And person A has realized that with person B, even though they are the way they are, there's been a shakeup when it comes to what habits they're committed to in their daily life. And they're going through a test. The universe is testing them to see what stays and what goes. All right. Okay. With the full moon being here, this is a full moon for person A. Person A's behavior is reflecting something about their subconscious, but is also reflecting something back to person B about their own commitments and their lifestyle. And because this is a half moon, so person B is someone who is only half satisfied with life, is what I'm seeing here. And person A is illuminating that. Person B is realizing through person A that they're probably not living life to the fullest in some way, shape, or form. Okay. Is there anything else? Okay. So we have the hummingbird for person A. So person A could have strong Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius in their chart. Okay, so person B has realized that person A really knows how to extract the best things in life, and they know how to see an opportunity and go for it and really experience it and really take advantage of the moment, seize the day, seize the moment. Person B has realized that despite person A being very intense and somewhat obsessive, or coming across that way, they're also someone who's very positive, enthusiastic, and spiritually resourceful. So they've realized that their possible tendencies for self-destruction based on obsession are not there, because they can counterbalance and counteract that with, they can pull themselves out of the obsession if they want to, if they really need to. They see person A, person B's realized that person A is someone who's very smart, very curious, loves to learn, and in that sense they're very similar. But they have also realized that person A can be pushy or insistent at times, and they're very sharp-minded. They could have a sharp tongue at times. They've realized that person A says what they mean, and they don't really use much of a filter. Person B has realized that person A seems to have an endless well of energy and positivity. Person B has realized that person A has learned the secret of where to gather the nectar and where to keep getting it from daily for nourishment. And it's like, there's something here about rejuvenation. Like, person B has realized that person A has found the fountain of youth in some way, and person B wants to learn that from person A. It intrigues them. They're curious about that. So person B has realized that person A gets their youth from spending time in nature, creating things, exploring their spirituality. They seem to have realized that has been their secret. So person B sees that person A has the secret to longevity and joy. They have the spiritual resources. And person A has realized that ability for person A to transform and regenerate and love so intensely is connected to their spirituality. So person B has realized that person A is someone who's very spiritual in a different way, because person B is also very spiritual, but in a different way. And person A has realized that person B is also very spiritual, but they have a different kind of spirituality. So in a sense, person B has realized that they want to follow person A, because they feel that you cannot go wrong if you follow person A. So they want to learn. So they want to feel the same way person A feels. They want to learn what person A knows so that they can fill their moon there. They have the full spectrum of the experience of life, which they feel they don't have and person A does have. Person B has realized that person A savors every droplet of life. and turns every single one of those droplets into something sweet, a moment worth savoring. So person B has realized that they really savor each and every moment with person A. And person A has them savoring each and every minute of the time they spend together. And that's something they haven't found in other people. Okay, so they found something really special in person A, but I feel person A has found something really special in person B, because they see person B as something that's lacking in their life, so much to the point where they are desperate to hold on to person B, because it's a stark contrast with the tough experiences that they've had so far. Need to get a drop of water, a drink of water. Okay, now this is actually a really fun reading. I'm going to do these more often maybe. Let me know if you enjoy these readings. Okay, now we have the cheetah. Oh, that's a very different energy. So person B does have a fire there. And person B is turned toward person A. But person A is not realizing just how focused on person A person B is. Person could have some kind of fire placement that is very hidden or demure, or something that they need to work on. So I wouldn't say it's a sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars, or Mercury. It's more like a midheaven in Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Or a Scorpio placement. Whereas they're more like water, but they have that Mars and Scorpio. You know, Scorpio used to share Mars with Aries. So out of the water signs, Scorpio is the fiery one, but they kind of put some water on it. But it seems like person A has realized that they can only see half of what's going on for person B in terms of what they're doing. And person A is realizing that person B is taking a lot more action behind the scenes than they previously thought. Person A sees person B as someone who has a lot of masculine energy, has realized that they achieve a lot in their life, but they do it so humbly, they don't really boast about it, if that makes sense. They realize that person B actually has intense solar force. They are ignited on the inside, but they just don't show it on the outside. So this cheetah energy here, person A has realized that person B moves very quickly in silence. And they don't make a fuss about it. They don't announce it to the world. They're a doer, not a talker. And they shine from the inside. From how they've built themselves from within. They have a lot of energy, but they also save their energy for when they really need it. And they have achieved remarkable achievements in their life. They are very purpose-driven, and they're very passionate about what they're doing. Person A has realized that person B is secretly competitive, secretly impatient, but they will wait until it's the right time. Okay. So, person A, Mother of Cups. Yes, it's that very loving energy. Oh, where can I put this? I'm just gonna maybe put it underneath this one. Mother of Cups, okay. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Son of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And the Chariot. So person B has realized that person A is very expressive of how they feel. No filter. And nothing will stop them from doing that. Person A, B sees person A as someone who will lovingly tell you the truth, but they will never not tell you the truth. But they can do it in a loving way, but they can also give you, person B sees that person A is also capable of tough love. And person B sees person A, despite the intensity, and really as well-rounded and someone who's capable to move forward and achieve things even through the toughest of times. Person B has realized that person A is very loving, but also very mentally sharp and good with their words and a good communicator and someone who is always moving around and traveling, but they take the love wherever they go. They take love wherever they go. And regardless of how intensely they feel or whether they get out of life what they want, they still keep moving forward. And no matter what happens, person B has realized that person A will keep their focus on them, regardless of anything else that may be going on in their life. But person B has realized that person A may be moving away from person B. To cool down the passion, or because their energy is not being matched here in some way. And that is making person B want to go after person A for whatever reason. Okay? Now let's look at person B. We have the Lovers, so Gemini energy. By the way, person A could have strong Cancerian energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio in their chart. Person B, we have Gemini energy here with the Lovers. So person A has realized that person B is looking the other way. So they look the other way, but then they look back. Person A has realized that person B is a higher level soulmate. But that person B has a big decision to make in their life. That could involve a love situation here. The Hermit. But they shy away from making decisions. So person A has realized that person B is very self-reflective and they like their alone time and they're pausing to make a decision here. Father of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Person B could be older than person A, by the way. Either the same age or older. Person A has realized that person B will always use logic over their passion, and they can stop themselves. They can stop their passions at will. Their mind will rule over their heart when it comes to making decisions. And they will shy away from anything that tests their commitments, what they previously have in place. But now let's see, what is the shared energy between these two? Seven of Swords. So even though both of you have realized all this about each other, there is a sense of self-sabotage. I feel because person A could have a tendency to obsess and and self-destruct in that way. And so find a strategy, an exit strategy, to not suffer or not lead themselves to self-destructive when it comes to person B. And person B will self-sabotage by doing nothing or not fully living because of a tendency to overthink things and shy away from life in general. But there's a lot of love here. But both people are sabotaging this love. It's mutual, it's reciprocal, but both people are sabotaging this in their own way. But the love is there, and it's shared, and it wants to be shared. But with the Seven of Pentacles being here, this is taking a long time because of the self-sabotage. It's taking longer than it needs to take, but again, everything takes the time it needs to take. There seems to be a union for these two people because they do love each other. They do have a lot to learn from each other, but there's a sense of delayed gratification here because of two very different MOs. But person B is very much turned to person A, whereas person A is thinking maybe they should turn the other way because they don't feel appreciated or valued or focused on enough. And they're wondering, should I try and take my love elsewhere? And it's hard for them. They don't want to do it. I don't think they ever fully will. Anyway, that's what you've realized about each other, but let's just look at the energy surrounding the whole connection here. We have the Starborn. The Starborn means something destined. So this is definitely a destined connection, and there's a lot of potential here. And whether you realize this or not, the egg is just cracking open. It's just hatching. That's the phase you're in, no matter how long this has been. The phase is just, you're both just hatching. This relationship is just starting. Maybe it's been going on for 3 months, 3 years, but it's just hatching. Because it's very destined, it's very special. It could be that you're even meant to have a child together that's going to be a very divine, special child. A child that could change the world. But currently there could be this feeling of misalignment here. And loss of longing even. But you both trust this in some way. You both feel so vibrant around each other. And you both know this is destined and very special. You make each other feel a surge for a long lost dream, or you feel like you are each other's long lost dream. That you are two people who have found each other in circumstances that were maybe not favorable, but you found your dream person. And you maybe thought that this would never happen. And this desire has shaken you both up, but especially person B. And so person A knows that person B has a big decision to make here. But it's going to be up to them. You know what? I feel like I'm going to do an extended. I wasn't planning on it, but I'm going to do an extended on this reading to see what the outcome will be. What will person B decide, and will person A come around and do a U-turn. That will be the extended for this reading. I don't know if I'm going to do extended for all piles, but I will do that for this one. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this brought you the clarity that you seek. It was a pleasure to read for everyone today. Let me know how this resonates for you. Thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. It helps the channel. It helps to bring you more. Extra content is on Patreon. Information for that is in the description box. And I will see you in the next one. Have a beautiful day. Bye. Welcome, those of you who chose the Whale Spirit. This is going to be a reading about what you have realized about each other. So, the number 65 could be relevant, the number 11. And it says, trust the great mystery. So there's something very mysterious here about this connection. And it's calling you to trust. Both people to trust. I feel both these people have seen everything, have felt everything there is to feel in life. Well, that's a bold statement, but you know what I mean. A lot. They feel like they've heard everything. They feel like they've seen everything. They feel like they've felt everything. It doesn't mean that they have. Both people could be somewhat jaded from relationships, in a sense. So both people are like, what do I manifest? They're do I even want to manifest anything? Okay. Or should I just kick back and enjoy what life has to offer me? All right. Person A. You can see whether you identify with being person A or person B, okay? Take what resonates from what you see here. The rescuer. For person A, the archetype is the rescuer. Someone who provides strength and support to others in crisis, someone who is there to rescue others, acts out of love with no expectation of reward. So someone who has a big heart, someone who has empathy. They could at times assume that the rescued will reciprocate. Person A may keep other people connected to them because of their ability. So they could be an enabler, could keep the people that they rescue in need of them and their energy. So person A could be someone who would more easily connect to people who need them and be attracted to people who need them versus people who don't. If they feel like people don't need their help, they won't get close. Let's look at person B. Person B is a seeker. Person B is someone who has a thirst for wisdom and truth, and they're very immersed in the present. And they may have a difficulty in committing to a path. They're still wondering what the right path is. Now, person B may have realized that person A thinks that they need rescuing. And person A realizes that person B may not want to be rescued or need to. So the sense I'm getting here with person A is all this love and where to put it. And so there could feel a sense of rejection. Person A could be feeling rejected by person B. And person B could be rejecting what person A has to offer because they don't feel the need to be rescued. So what I'm seeing so far is two people on different pages, or at least it seems so far. Well, let's keep going. Person A. Person A could have strong Aries in their chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or Mercury. Person B has realized that person A is active, someone who has a lot of energy, someone who is very pure and innocent of heart, very courageous, very driven, somewhat impulsive, possibly sometimes argumentative or even competitive, bossy, but coming from a place of purity and innocence and love, very assertive. So person B has realized that person A, the way person A helps others and rescues others is by sometimes even bossing them around or being very assertive and straightforward with their communication. Person B has realized that person A is very courageous, very fiery, very like a go-getter, and sometimes radical in the way that they do things. But definitely someone who provides support to others. And they're like a good person to call when in crisis. But person B doesn't feel like they are in crisis right now. Person B feels like there is no crisis for person A to help them with. And so something about person A's energy could be in a way driving person B away, even if just for the time being. Person B. Person B, although they're a seeker, person B does like stability in relationships, and they are focused on, they're monogamous, I would say, mostly monogamous. And person A has realized that person B is monogamous. Person A has realized that person B is balanced, committed, devoted to one person. They like to hold hands and kiss, and they're a good partner, a good companion. They can be a really good friend, marriage material. And socially aware and very fair and balanced. So person B could have a strong Libra placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or Mercury. But with Aries and 7th house being here, that's the Aries-Libra axis. So these person have both realized that while they're very different, they can also be quite complementary. And person A has realized that a relationship could actually work with person B if person A is able to relinquish the need to save person A because person B is not looking for being saved. And so in this, person A is realizing about themselves is that they're actually interested in person A, even though they don't, person B doesn't need saving. So maybe for the first time, they may have picked up that person B needed rescuing, but then they realized that that was not the case. And they're still interested, which is telling me that person A is coming into realizing that there's a healthier kind of love that doesn't always entail rescuing. Okay. Person A has realized that when person B is in a commitment, they're all in. Even though they may seek to temporarily spend time on their own, that doesn't mean they're not committed. Person A, have faith in your dreams. Person B has realized that person A has a lot of faith in their dreams. And that is why they have so much courage to take action toward their dreams. That's why they're so driven, because they have a lot of faith in their dreams, in themselves. Person B, conclusions are within reach. Person A is having trouble seeing the forest for the trees with person B, even though a few things they have grasped about person B, especially the fact that person B is fair, socially aware, committed, and monogamous. There are still things about person B that are a mystery to person A. Person A has realized that person B is seeking to reach certain conclusions in their life. And this could be around relationships. Person A has realized that person B is closing out a cycle in their life, but they're not quite there. They're still seeking on how to close the cycle. Okay? Person A, we have the owl. Person A could have strong Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini in their chart. Person A is mentally sharp, smart, wise, and really effective with how they communicate. Person A could be clairvoyant, meaning that they have the psychic ability to see beyond what most people can see. Person B sees person A as a treasure, as someone wise, someone abundant, someone generous, someone they can trust, someone who is secure in themselves, confident. But person A could be seeing person B as having somewhat of a scarcity mindset at times, feeling like person B has realized that person A feels the only way that they can feel alive is if they can save someone. Person B sees person A because the owl here is representing the goddess Lakshmi, and Lakshmi represents wealth, beauty, and good fortune. So person B has realized that person A may be wealthy, beautiful, or have a lot of good fortune in their life. All of these could be true. Some of them could be true. Person B has realized that person A could help them achieve good fortune. Person B realizes that person A has been offered to them by the universe. Person B sees that person A is like an omen, a boon, a treasure in their life. Person B realizes that person A holds wisdom beyond the wisdom that most people have, and that could benefit person B and would further serve their dharma and would bring them abundance. So person B has realized that being with person A would be very beautiful and she would be lucky to have person A in their life, or is lucky to have person A in their life. And that person A knows exactly what to do with the boons that life offers. Now, person B, with the turtle here, could have strong Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio in their chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or Mercury. Person B is more of like a slow mover when it comes to materializing things, trusting things. They take their time to observe whether they can trust. They seek for answers. They're also quite a spiritual person. Person A has realized that person B is quite peaceful, but also adventurous and very productive. But they've also realized that person B can slow down to a halt until they find the information that they need, no matter how long it takes. Person A has realized that person B is very comfortable if they're alone, and they'd rather be alone than be in a bad relationship, but they're also really good at being in relationships. Person A has realized that person B really likes to travel and experience different things while they travel, and they're not afraid to travel alone, but they would still be a really good partner, even a good travel partner. Person B may like to read books a lot. Now, let's look at the tarot here for person A. We have the High Priestess. So person A is definitely psychic. And person B has realized that person A sees things, knows things without having to have physical proof. Person B has realized that person A is highly spiritual, even though they can live life to the fullest. They have higher knowledge. And there is sort of a mystery to person B as well. And person B is seeking to discover what's behind the mystery. And until they're fully aware, they will take it slow. Person B has realized that there is a spiritual connection to person A. But that person A may be having a secret or not saying everything. Father of Cups, person B has realized that person A has a lot of love toward them, even though they don't always verbally express it. They can feel it because it's a spiritual connection. And then we have the Devil. Capricorn energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio as well. Person B has realized that person A could be somewhat of a workaholic, but they could also tend to obsess over them, or obsess over the fact that they want to give them love or want to rescue them with their love. Person B sees that person A, or realizes that person A is very spiritually tied to them and has a lot of lust for them. But also love, not just lust. So person B has realized that person A can go between love and lust when it comes to them. So it's the full spectrum of the feelings. Person B, Ace of Pentacles. Person A has realized that person B is planting a new seed or starting a new life or wanting to start a new life somewhere else, maybe far from where they are, possibly wanting to relocate and plant a seed in life that is sturdy, healthy, long-lasting, and prosperous. So person A has realized that person B's focus is first and foremost on stability and laying a good foundation where everything else can thrive and last. They play the long game. So person A has realized that person B plays the long game, not the hit it and quit it. Son of Pentacles. Yes, exactly. There could be an age gap here between these two people. But again, person A has realized that person B is a hard worker and slow and steady wins the race for them. They need to have their pentacles in order. They need to have their stability before they can have any relationship flourish, okay? Because they want to make sure that it's stable. But person A is also seeing and realizing that person B is having a new beginning in life. And this could definitely mean a new job or a new place of residence. And with the Ten of Swords being here, this could be tied to some kind of a painful ending that they're going through. So person A realizes that person B is going through a beginning while they're going through an ending here, or an ending of the pain. And this has been taking them time. Okay. What is the shared energy between the two? We have the Two of Swords, indecision, a stalemate, a crossroads for both of you in this connection. Not knowing which way to go, not having enough information, the mystery. Nine of Swords, anxiety, overthinking, sleepless nights, worry. We'll worry over a decision, we'll worry over an indecision, we'll worry over a crossroads or a stalemate. And we have the Tower. Crumbling of faulty foundation is the shared energy. That's bringing both anxiety and indecision. But it's also the end of the indecision, the end of the anxiety between the two of you. No matter where this falls with the Tower there. Scorpio energy, Mars and Uranus. The shared energy is that you surprise each other. You surprise each other. You're very surprising to each other. And there's a crumbling of a faulty foundation here between the two of you. So there could be an ending between the two of you, or an ending in your individual lives that is leading to an ending of the indecision here. Okay, so I did an extended for pile 1. I still haven't finished this reading, but I'm feeling that I'm going to do an extended on Patreon for this one as well, because I want to know the outcome here. I want to clarify what this Tower is, what's going on here for your shared energy. But before we go into that reading, then you can find the link in the description box to click to my Patreon. I want to see more about the energy that you share, and we have the prayer. So I also want to know what you are going to be praying about, or what you're praying about. The number 65 could be relevant, the number 11 again. So we have a repeated number 65, 65. That could have a meaning. In a sense, you both worship each other. Okay, I'm just going to put it out there. I don't know where that came from, but and you're both praying for something, but I want to know what you're praying for. And we're going to clarify that in the extended. What are you both praying for? What is this Tower moment? So I hope this brought you the clarity that you seek. If you want more information, you can go to my Patreon and look at the extended for this reading. And we're going to find out what this Tower is, what you're both praying for, and what the possible outcome is between the two of you, but based on this current energy. So, this is your reading. It was a pleasure to read for you guys. Let me know how this resonates for you in the comment section. If it did not, choose another pile. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. It helps the channel. It helps me bring you more. Extra content is on Patreon. Information for that is in the description box. It was a pleasure to read for everyone today. Have a beautiful day. See you in the next one. Bye. Welcome everyone who chose the butterfly spirit, and it says transformation is beautiful. The number 11 could be relevant. So the overall energy for this relationship is that it's transforming. Relationship, connection, things are transforming between these two people. These two people are transforming individually. Transformation is inevitable because you're both growing into your most beautiful, empowered selves. So there could be some uncomfortable stages as you let go of the forms of your life that no longer fit the new you. So this could be about you individually. This could be about the relationship. Okay, we're going to look into exactly what this could be. So person A will be on this side, person B will be on that side, and you're going to decide if you're person A or person B, okay? Based on what resonates. So, first, we have Avenger. So person A comes across as someone who is focused on social justice, okay? Social justice. Social justice warrior. Person A may have strong Libra in their chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or Mercury. Person A has a desire for fairness, to participate in bringing fairness to the world. They're big on justice, righteousness, on behalf of society and even themselves. Person A has traveled quite a lot. They do like to travel. They benefit from traveling. And they act as an agent of change in other people's lives who need them to help balance out the scales of justice. Okay? So person A is focused on a cause or several causes. So in a sense, they're an advocate as well. Okay? Now, person B is coming across as a healer. Has a passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit, ability to help transform pain into healing. Whether they do this professionally or not is a different thing, but that's their energy. They have the energy of healing. And at times, person B fails to care for themselves. Person A has realized that person B brings them into balance or heals them in some way, but person A has realized that person B is always there to heal others, but it's like, what was the name of that show where the doctor had his own illnesses going on while he was cracking the mysteries of other people's illnesses? If you know what that show is, it's a British actor, and I think he speaks with an American accent in the show. I used to watch it, I don't know, 20 years ago or 15 years ago. 20 years ago, 18 years ago. I don't know. It was Dr. something. A very well-known British actor, but he has an American accent, so I think Dr. House. So, the wounded healer. So, person A realizes that person B is like this wounded healer. They have their wounds, but they're healing everyone else's wounds, while no one's really finding the cure for their own healing because that's not what they're focused on. And person B has realized about person A that person A will fight for justice. Person A could work in the justice system, but doesn't have to be. Person B could work in the health system, but again, doesn't have to be. This is all energy. It doesn't have to mean that these people do this professionally, okay? It's just their energy. Person A has a very surprising, almost eccentric kind of personality. People don't expect person A to be such an avenger. Also because maybe they cloak themselves. Not many people know this about person A, which tells me that they're not openly doing these things. They do it in a way that's very subtle and maybe even covert. They will not seek laurels for their efforts, okay? They're not seeking for attention. They genuinely want the world to be a safe, balanced, fair, and just place for everyone. Person B has realized that person A is a revolutionary. That person A is very surprising, very original, very insightful, very innovative, very humanitarian, like a reformist, free, experimental, and edgy. Also smart, filled with brilliant ideas, and futuristic, ahead of their time. So person B has realized that person A is ahead of their time. 11th house, interesting, because that's Uranus energy. Person A recognizes the same, very similar qualities that person B sees in person A. They have realized that they're very similar in many ways. It's just that the way that they go about is different, but they're both healers in their own way, and they're both avengers in their own way. Person A has realized that person B is a good friend, is a good leader, and is there to help the community, and is also humanitarian, brings hope to people, and is also ahead of their time and focused on bringing what's best for everyone. Both these people have realized in each other that they both want what's best for everyone. And so person A sees that person B could be a twin flame. Look at how those two people are turned toward each other. So they have similar life missions and goals and life purposes, and that they would work really well together. A new start is coming. Person A is having a new beginning in life. They're starting afresh in some way, shape, or form, and person B has realized that about them. And person B has realized that person A could be their new beginning as well. Yes, new moon. We have two new moons, exactly reiterating what I was just saying. So these two people have realized that they could both be each other's new beginning. Person A has realized that person B has been working hard and it's paying off, but that person B is also having a new beginning here. So these two realize that they could be each other's new beginning because of how their main purpose, their main purpose in life, their main goals seem to align, their values seem to align. And they feel that something is beginning here. Yes, okay. Person A, we have the Panther. Person A could have strong Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries in their chart. Person A may be quite intimidating at first, before you get to know them. Person B realizes that person A can be quite intimidating, and that they will annihilate anything that is unnecessary from their life. They will purge, let go of whatever they need to let go of fearlessly. They don't hold on to anything. They're very brave, very productive. And, you know, person B has realized that person A will not stand to see their growth or their energy stagnated. They will pounce, they will, if someone tries to cage them or keep them from spending their energy or using their energy or growing, they will go crazy. They will not have it. They cannot be caged. They want to live a fulfilling life. And person B's realize that person A will do the unexpected, will move out of their comfort zone if need be, because they know that when the dust clears, there's a wisdom to it. So person B is seeing the method to person A's madness. And they see their wisdom at work, and the way person A works is very surprising to person B. The outcome surprises them because they don't see that there's a method to their madness. Okay, this is very interesting. And all person A's experiences have made them a better person. And that their journey, no matter how chaotic it may seem, always leads them to better and brighter. They don't hold on to things that are not good for them. Okay. Now, person B, we have the dragon. So person B could be a dragon in Chinese astrology, doesn't have to be. The dragon is quite evolved, so person A has realized that person B is a very evolved being. Person A has realized that person B knows themselves very well, and knows and realizes that person B knows how to balance their ego. Person A has realized that nothing passes through this dragon. This dragon sees everything. Person A has realized that person B watches and observes people before they draw any conclusions, before they take any actions. Person A realizes that this dragon energy, this person B, is very awakened, is a visionary, and has the courage to act when the time is right. But they tend to not act more than they act. Person A sees that person B likes traveling, especially with a friend or friends. Person A realizes that person B knows, even when maybe they shouldn't know, they just know. So they're very intuitive and they trust their intuition to guide them. And person A has realized that they want to be on the journey with person B because they feel person B would be someone they can take with them to war and traverse the most difficult terrain. Person A has realized that the dragon, this person B, sees beauty everywhere. Even when most people can't see beauty, they see it. Sacredly intelligence, they see beauty even in the pain. And person A has realized that person B is very intelligent. Okay. Person A. Person A is in some sort of a mental conflict or having arguments with people around them. We're going to see exactly what this is. Ooh, person B's realized that person A will argue and fight if they have to. So person B would also take person A to war with them. Four of Pentacles. Person B sees person A as quite stubborn in their views and in some sort of a mental conflict that they're not able to fully let go of. Person B realizes, though, that person A is very truthful and speaks the truth, so they don't lie. And they always offer clarity, even if they have to argue through it. Person B has realized that person A is a fighter, but they will always tell the truth. No matter what consequences that may have for them or others. They're a firm believer in the truth, and they hold on to the truth, and they speak the truth no matter whether people like it or not. Okay. Person B, Two of Cups. Person A has realized that person B is capable of mutual and reciprocal love, and has realized that the way they feel toward person B feels toward them. It's mutual and reciprocal. Three of Cups, regardless of whether there's other people around, they still feel seen, and they still feel that the bond that they share is theirs, regardless of how many other people are around. Six of Cups. Person A has realized that person B keeps a lot of their relationships from the past around, but merely as friendships, and they would not let that interfere in a loving, mutual, reciprocal connection if they know that someone is on the same page. Person A has realized that person B could be somewhat nostalgic, but also childlike and willing to see the world with fresh eyes and learn every single time. What is the shared energy? We have the Ten of Wands. There's some burdens here, some responsibilities, or frustration. Okay. Eight of Wands, a lot of sexual tension, passion. If that is the kind of relationship, a lot of lust and sexual tension and passion for each other. A lot of desire. Okay, so this is definitely desire. We have the Father for the shared energy. You're both very protective of each other and focused on each other, supportive of each other, strategic with each other, strategic together. You sometimes disappear or disappoint each other, but you always find your way back to each other. Now, the same way I've done with the other readings, I didn't mean to go into this with extendeds or anything, but I'm going to do an extended on Patreon because I feel all these readings are open-ended and they need answers. I want to know, what do I want to know here? Do we want to know anything? The Father. You're protective, you're supportive, you're kindred spirits. But I want to know more about what the outcome could be here between the two of you. So if you want the extended, you can find the link in the description box to my Patreon. I hope this brought you the clarity that you seek. If this is where I leave you or you leave me, let me know how this resonates for you in the comments section if it did at all. If not, choose another pile. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. It helps the channel. It helps me bring you more. And if I see you over on Patreon, then we're looking into what could be the outcome between the two of you and how things will develop here. Is the questions that I'm going to be asking for you guys. So it was a pleasure to read for everyone. Have a beautiful day. See you in the next one. Bye.